Welcome everybody to a truly unique and engaging video. Stay tuned to the end, and I guarantee not only will you improve your German accent, you'll gain valuable insights into the history of Germany during World War II and its evolution up until today. Plus, we'll engage in a thought-provoking conversation about how we can fix America today. Our special guest, Adolf Hitler, is going to be sharing why he thinks America is not living up to its full potential. His unique perspective, although controversial, is meant to inspire critical thinking so that you and everyone watching can think of ways we can join together as a nation to make it a better place. Back in the 1930s, the whole world was reeling from the Great Depression. The prospect of war was looming over everyone's head. Adolf Hitler was hell-bent on world domination. What exactly was going on in that head of yours, Adolf?
Everyone always talks about how I invaded this country and took over that one and exterminated millions of Jews. But nobody ever asks, why, Adolf? What was going on in that brilliant mind of yours? What were you thinking? But you asks, Danke. The world was, is, and always will be in chaos. It is in need of somebody to control it. Thanos tried with the snap, but I will be much more calculated. That is right. I will not just eliminate half of the population randomly. I will take off the scum of the earth and reward the fittest and the most Aryan race to create the utopia.
A utopia through genocide. So you're basically just a mass murderer.
Nein, I am an artist and the world is my canvas. I have a deep appreciation for classic art. The perfect human form. Imagine a world with only blue-eyed, blonde-haired, Aryan race. But alas, I could not draw the perfect human form. My paintings look like abstract, degenerate nonsense. The Academy of Arts in Vienna rejected my admission not once, but twice.
I'm sorry, Adolf. I know it's not easy when the world doesn't embrace your art.
If I cannot paint the perfect world, I would build it with my charisma, unmatched leadership, tanks, rifles, gas chambers. They would be my paintbrush, the strokes of my masterpiece.
So Europe's destruction was your art exhibit.
Exactly, a perfect metaphor. You understand this, yeah? My conquest was achieved through order, not chaos.
But your conquest ultimately failed when you were defeated by the Allies.
It was because Russia is so cold. Thousands of my soldiers froze, while the Allies from the West ganged up like cowards. US, UK, and France.
And Canada too, a key participant in the D-Day invasion that led to the subsequent liberation of the Western Front.
Do not forget, I took Austria, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and I would have taken everyone else in a fair fight. And today, I would be the rightful ruler of the world, a stronger world.
So you think the world is weaker now?
Sure, spineless politicians and pacifists running everything. Survival of the fittest, gone. America, a failed experiment in racial decay and cultural mixing. Abysmal. It is a soulless pit of materialism. Fat, mindless drones wander aimlessly, brainwashed by the media.
So no admiration for America's success in tech, capitalism, or military growth?
Nein. If they had backbone, they would use the military to rid the world of the inferior races that are dragging us all down.
So I take it you're not a fan of America's focus on cooperation versus domination. But you can't deny that it's reached great heights in uniting the world through achieving balance and equitable standards for all.
Nein, there is no such thing as balance. America should focus on taking care of itself as it erodes.
Some may argue we're only as strong as our weakest link.
Then get rid of the weakest link.
What if we place more emphasis on improving our school systems?
He who controls the youth controls the future. Schools should be for indoctrination. But in America, discipline is replaced by feel-good classrooms, holding hands, and celebrating all the races. It is a disgrace.
What about Germany's education system today? They have more rigorous standards and are held in more high regard than the American education system. They have a structured system that focuses on academic excellence and vocational training.
And freedom, and social justice, and equality for all races, and ages, and genders, and blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
All right, I get it. What about America's food system?
It is the greatest weapon I wish I had at my disposal.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? You are killing yourselves faster with your packaged and processed foods than I could kill Jews with the gas chambers. It is a disgrace. If I were fighting you as an opponent today, I would have no trouble wiping you out from existence, and the world would be eating sauerkraut and kumbelash for the fit protein for an Aryan race.
So, how would you overhaul America's food system?
Fast food, processed garbage, banned, gone. Only real, natural, whole food. No chemicals. For the strongest and the fittest of the Aryan race. The weak, no food. They die. Industrial farming, gone. Sustainability, self-sufficiency, and natural diet prevails.
I do like the idea of self-sufficiency and natural diets. You know, Germany today is a leader in the organic movement and sustainability, and they're less reliant on chemicals than the U.S. How about that?
It's only a matter of time before America's gluttony and overindulgence infects Germany and the entire world. And then everybody is reliant on drugs to feed the sick and the weak, lining the packets of big food and big pharma. And then they cling to power, and the politicians, weak as they are, take the bribes of the big pharma and hold on to the illusion of power that they do not have.
A very valid point, Adolf. As we know, Americans are addicted to their pharmaceutical drugs. Chronic diseases are skyrocketing. What would you do to improve America's healthcare system?
In my right, healthcare will not focus on sustaining the weak, but in funding eugenics.
You mean selective breeding?
Of course, only the strong survive. Prioritize physical fitness, racial purity, medicine for the strongest, and let the weakest go to the grave.
Okay, on a lighter note, what about American culture? Movies.
Not since Top Gun did they celebrate the military and the Aryan race, except for the goose, and he dies, which he should. Now, American movies romanticize the gays, the racials, the dumbs, the cripples, the olds. It is not real. It is a disgrace.
Okay, what about music?
It was once great. Bach, Beethoven, Richard Wagner.
I love Ride of the Valkyries.
He was a true nationalist, an anti-Semite, the pinnacle of German art. Now, it's electronic nonsense for the gays. A disgrace.
Do you like any American music?
Nein, jazz and rap, just noise. It is not music. Music should not promote diversity and challenge authority. It should glorify the state, like Wagner.
In American art?
Rosie the Riveter. Her job should be to make babies to raise up the Aryan race, not to work in a factory. That is not what a woman should do. It sets a bad example.
Gotcha. And lastly,
it's about time.
Thank you for being patient. This is a big one, Adolf. How would you fix Americans' economy with all the debt and the inflation?
War.
There you have it. Adolf Hitler, ladies and gentlemen. We've journeyed through time today, reflected on the past and the present. And we've brought up in our conversation what's wrong with America today. How can you fix it? How can we make this country better through positive change, not through extremism or name-calling or polarization, but through working together?
Bah!
Brainstorming.
Bah!
Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What do you think America can do to improve on our current state? We must draw from the past to build a better future. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Oh, and to get better at that German accent, click on that video. That's a surefire way to improve the way you speak with a German accent. I love you.
Verabschiedung.